Hey, No Kudos Sports here, continuing our just a bit too early predictions for the NFC, and we're starting with the NFC East division. Thanks for visiting, whether it's your first time here or if you're a returning viewer. We definitely appreciate it. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, which will help us continue to grow and bring you our upcoming content for the other NFC divisions and beyond. Also, don't forget to check out our predictions that we've already released for all the AFC divisions. So let's get started with the NFC East, who had 3 teams make the playoffs last year, which means there's lots of hope and lofty expectations for those same playoff participants. We'll start with the Washington Commanders. Is there a team out there that's had to endure more drama and turmoil than this group? In addition to new ownership coming in, all the circumstances that led up to the change, the situations with the team name and the stadium issues, emails and the like, the list goes on. There remains the issue of quarterback. Who is Sam Howell, and how is he going to make this team competitive in a division that has those 3 other teams looking to repeat as party crashers in 2023? If Riverboat Ron doesn't have some magical tricks up his sleeve this season, he'll probably be hitting the bricks after the season, if not during the year if things start to go south from the very start. Okay, let's move on to the New York Football Giants. I still remember being kind of stunned when they dispatched the Vikings in the wild card round, only to be exposed as a mirage when they got smoked the following week in Philly. Even so, there's lots of reasons to be excited in East Rutherford. Daniel Jones looked like a competent field general that made good decisions in critical spots. Saquon Barkley flashed back to the level of production that was needed from him for the team to make the playoffs, and Brian Daboll at head coach has changed the culture and expectations for this squad in short order and has awakened a fan base that expects the team to take another step towards the ultimate prize this season. That's going to be tough, though, because they'll have to leapfrog at least one of the next 2 teams we'll be talking about. The image that sticks with me from the 2022 Dallas Cowboys is that god-awful trick play where Zeke got plowed to end the Cowboys season in Santa Clara. If they don't want to see the Niners early again, they need to lay on the gas right out the gate and keep on it until the end if they want to steal the division from Philly. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the play calling, changing from Kellen Moore to Mike McCarthy this year. The changes seem to indicate that they're going to run a safer and more conservative scheme while being more selective with their risks and rely more on time of possession and defense to try to win games. The Cowboys have the roster to take it all the way, and had Pollard not been injured against the Niners, they very well could have pulled the upset last year in the playoffs. They're not that far off the mark, but need not to shoot themselves in the foot if they want to make the next step. So now for the defending NFC champs. The Philadelphia Eagles feel as though they should have taken home the Lombardi Trophy and are out to prove that 2022 wasn't just a fluke season. It's extremely tough to get back to the Super Bowl, though, as only 8 teams in history have made it back to the big game after losing the previous one. This is in no small part due to key players moving on, usually for more money. Javon Hargrave is a prime example of just that, and he's going to be on a team they beat in the NFC title game last year and could make the return trip even more difficult for Philly. That said, the Eagles return a talented core with a scheme that will have another offseason to be able to work out the kinks. Their head-to-head matchups with Dallas will be critical in determining how the road back to the championship will be, and Jalen Hurts seems to have a chip on his shoulder, so we'll see if that results in more focus that builds on last year's accomplishments or risky decisions that end up backfiring on the team. So to wrap up the NFC East, we see the Eagles doing just enough to stay on top of the division, with the Cowboys securing a wild card spot to get back to the dance and take the long road once again. The Giants will have a solid season but fall just short of the playoffs, and Washington, well, they're in the Bermuda Triangle and will be lucky to finish 500 this year, with likely lots of changes happening throughout the course of the season. So what do you think? Did we get it right, or did we swing and miss on something that make what seems like safe picks seem loony? Tell us in the comments section below. And please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so we can continue to share the rest of our predictions, as well as all the fun that's coming down the pike for the 2023 season. No Kudos Sports signing off, and be on the lookout for the next video where we predict the NFC South.